No, nothing out of stock. Not until later. Good morning. How's it going? Exciting morning this morning. I know I'm a little bit early. Normally start about 7 o'clock when I do my early things. But yeah, like I say, a little bit excited this morning. Why? Because last night, no, not last night, not before. Roy gave me a map that'll be coming out in a few months' time. Ebony Island. It is ready for open testing. So he's given it to me. He gave it across to you a few weeks ago when it was kind of quite ready for full blast testing, and now he's given it to me. And yeah, I am happy and pleased that he chose me to do so. So here's what's going on, peoples. So I'm going to take you into the map in a second. We'll do like a helicopter fly around, and then we'll do a like get from farm to farm to farm. I'll tell you what's on each farm, and then we'll choose a farm, and then we shall start the time up. Well, we'll go for the rules. We'll start the time up as is. In fact, let's get you up there so we can talk to you. Yeah, we'll start the timer, and yeah, where we go. So yeah, that's the plan for this morning for the first hour or so. So we're going to wait for this first section of ads. We'll talk to you about the rules. To be honest, I can do the rules first before the ads pop up. So we've still got a couple of minutes before the ads pop up. So here's my rules, and they're in the section below. If you're on PC, they're in the section below. But they're in the about section. So if you're on the phone, you'll have to wait till I'm offline. But if on PC, you can just scroll down. They're in there. So these are the rules that I'm working with. So the rules are: start from scratch, 500,000 starting balance, a million loan, medium economic, no starting farm. The game, once I start, must be on 5 times speed, 4 days a month. And yes, it can't be changed. That's a thing for apparently me, but I didn't change it last time. Periodic ploughing, crop destruction, lime and weeding flintstones must remain on. Disaster damage must remain on. Trailer fill limit must remain on, so you can only fill the trailer up to a certain amount, and that's it. AI workers refill options all must remain off. You must purchase a farm yard. It doesn't say farmland, it just says farm yard, with your starting 500k on the first day. All buildings and facilities on that yard must remain for 1 game year, and anything you add. So if we find that we have something that's not on the farm and we put it on the farm, it must stay there for at least a year. You're not permitted to pick up any collectibles just because they are there. Doesn't mean they're yours. No field flipping, which means you can't buy a field, do the thing, sell it straight away. All map mods are allowed. However, all other mods must state that they're giants. I've got 50 seconds before the first ad. You're not permitted to borrow any equipment with contracts. However, any leased equipment can be used on contracts. And leased and purchased equipment must remain on your books for a game year before you can cancel anything. So if I lease anything, it stays with me for a year. So any job that I do from the contracts cannot be, I can't go, right, I'll just use the equipment from that. It has to be mine. And like I have to make a note that I have it in what month it's in and stuff. So yeah. You start off with one hired helper, and any fields over 6, you can have an additional helper. This goes for real and AI helpers. So I can have an AI helper and a AI helper or a thingy helper. Any other helpers must be every 6 fields. So up to 6 fields, I can have 1. From there to 12 fields, I can have 2. And every worker must have an Art Deco house. At midnight, regardless of whatever you're doing, tools down. You're not allowed to edit or use edited mods. Any mods found to be edited, not giants, so you automatically disqualifies you. I'm going to use one for a second. DJ Finley, how you doing, mate? I'm going to use one just for a second, and I'm going to turn it off just to show you around the map. So as soon as the challenge starts today, that'll be out and gone. But just for today, it's in. But yeah, it'll be off. You're not allowed to use dev console mods. Well, that's be the same as the thing before. Buying land must be adjacent to your land. I'll show you what it means by that. And apparently I can't choose any rules that suit me. I haven't changed any rules that suit me. I've altered a few rules for the way I want to play, and I've sent my rules back to him, and he's agreed to them. So there you go. Nothing has been changed since. And we got ads. So we'll just leave it there for a minute, and we'll talk about some stuff that will be going on. So in a minute, I'm going to go into the rules. I'm going to go into the options. I'm going to sort of like make sure I've got all the options right, and then we'll show you around the map. But like I say, I just want to wait for the ads to finish. So we've just got to wait 3 minutes. This is going to go kind of slow, this first bit, for some people, but it is what it is. It needs to be done because it's the first day on a brand spanking new map. It's not out yet. It's out for public testing. So the map maker, Cavalier Roy, has chosen a few people that are within his circle to show this map off. And yeah. Alex, good morning. Morning, peoples. Morning. Welcome in. Yeah, we have Ebony Island by Cavalier Roy, which means the challenge starts today. This map may not be 100% yet. I don't know if there's anything wrong. We'll soon find out when we go and do some stuff, but yeah. So we're just waiting for the ad to finish because there's an ad on about now. So we're just going to wait for that to finish, guys, and then we'll carry on talking about the rules that are up on the screen. You people that can see the rules, read them through. There's a couple in there that says Matsy rules, but the last time we did this challenge mode, somebody told Roy that I changed something, so he whacked in that Matsy thing, and I didn't change anything while I was playing. I think it's one of these up here, Matsy. This Matsy are changing the rules to suit you. What I do is I say to Roy, look, your rules are a bit harsh for me. I want to play your challenge mode, but it's a bit harsh for me. Before we start, can I put it this, and this? And he says yes. You can either say yes or say no. It's quite simple. So yeah. So this is the rules that I'm playing with. This is just something that I've changed myself. The challenge mode go. I've changed that myself. Well, part of it anyway. Because his rule states that you only need to have 10 million. That's it. Just 10 million in front. 10 million in front, and any farmyards you own must have 1 animal pennage with a minimum of 10 animals. Well, that's easy. If I have sheep, I'm going to have about 300. If I have cows, I'm going to have 300. I don't want any more than 300. 300, I think they get through a bit more food than they should, or a bit, or whatever. Right, we're back. So, there's something I want to say about the time for tools down. It says midnight for tools down, although you can agree if you're on multiplayer with another player that it's 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. And then you can start the next day at 6. Oh no, it says in multiplayer 6 p.m. and then you agree to sleep till 7 a.m. It's an agreement. It's not a proposed rule in MP. And I say this because, of course, if you're allowed to use AI people, which we are, up to 6 fields, we're allowed to use one AI. I can go to med at midnight. So I'm guessing this is for more than 2 of you on. So me and somebody else and somebody else. So if there's just me and one other person, I'm guessing this is still midnight. So where were we? So we can ignore rule 16 because it's bullshit. So challenge goal. Like I say, this when Roy sends you the rules, it just says 10 million. I've changed this for how I do it, and I've sent it back to him, and he's okayed it. Most important, regardless if you're an SP or MP, the challenge is completed as soon as you are no longer in debt. And his says 10 million and doesn't say anything else. But mine says 1 million in the clear, and you're not allowed to sell land to get this money. And for me, this is the bit I add in all the time for my challenge modes. I need to have all vehicles for all contracts. So when you look for the contracts, if there's a particular harvester there or a particular seeder there or something that you need very particular to do a particular job, you have to have that before you're done. And his last rule is each farmyard must have one animal pennage with a minimum of 100 animals. That's easy. Every single one of mine will have that. Right. I'm just going to whack this over to one side a second while we go through the settings, just to show you guys the settings. So, timescale will go up in a second. Normal difficulty, traffic on, seasonal growth. I don't have seasonal growth either. 4 days a week. Snow on, that's all on. Disaster zones on. Dirt normal. Trailer food limit must be on. Fuel usage on, that's all off. So yeah, that's all the settings except time. So we'll save that and we'll come back out. Right. This mod, the mod that I'm sure that mod there, just to stop time, I'm just going to have on for a second because I want to show you around the map. So let's get rid of the rules now that they're there, now that I've spoken about them. If you want to see the rules, guys, like I say, if you're on PC, they're in my about section below. If you're on an iPad or something or some kind of pad, I don't believe you can see them until I stop streaming. You guys on YouTube, unfortunately, you'd have to come to my Twitch page to read the rules. But yeah, they're in there. So just for the purposes of this first 20 minutes, I'm going to show you around. So let's jump in the helicopter and let's go. Let's just show you the map first before we do that. So this is the map. Ebony Island. Got a little island here with a farmyard on it and a few fields. It's also got the dairy on it, so that's where you sell your milk. We'll go around the farms in a minute. I'm not going to talk about what's on each one for a second. It's also got the sawmill and the biomass heating plant on it. And I'm guessing you can't see it, but I'm guessing there's a little road down here because you can just make out the road there for that. And to get up to there, I'm guessing there's just a straight shot road up to there. And the driveway for this farm is up there. Like I say, we'll speak about the farms in a minute. So if I zoom out a bit more, you'll realize that the map is kind of in a circle with loads of little off-spurt lanes that you'll have to figure your way through. Who else is coming? So morning, Crazy Chris. Morning, River Rat. Why didn't your walk-in sound off, Crazy Chris? Let's just check these. Oh, they're all off shit. Okay. That's why I was driving one the other day. 2 seconds, peoples. 2 seconds. Let's send back on. Alerts. Switch entrance walk-ins on. Oh no, on. There we go. It's my bad. Let's just turn it off. Turn it back on. Right, now this should be working. Right, now this should be working. I'm hoping. There we go. Like I say, guys, except for the island, the main road on this map is right around the edge, with various farms and stuff. Also, so we'll just point out the farms. So there's a farm here, 231. There's a farm over here, 237. As we look round, there's a farm there, 249. There's a farm there, 240. So I've wrote them all down. There's a farm at 245 at the bottom. Hold on, I can't read my own chicken scratches. So we've done 247, 245, which is down here next to the bio plant. There's one at 231, which is at the top. There's one at 249. Like I said, I'll tell you about each one. 249, 249, 249. The fuck's 249? Oh, that one there. Okay. Yeah, 237, which is up there, and 240. 240. Did I show you that one? Where that one is placed? Where the fuck's 240? It's somewhere anyway. But we'll have a look in a minute. Like I say, we'll have a little fly around, and then we'll show you each farm, and I'll tell you what's on them because I've already been in and out, bought each one, figured out what's on there, figured out which farm I'm going to start with, because of course we've only got 500,000 to buy everything to start with, so it's not an easy start. Not an easy start. Did we have? Just make sure we've got crop destruction on. Yeah, crop destruction on. Good. The first time I've used crop destruction, I'm nervous about it. So, anyways, let's go for a flight. So I'm not going to fly too high, just above the trees. That'll do. So we'll start over the island because it's easier. So here's the island. You got a nice big field here for the map. So a nice big field as we fly over the island. Here's the farmyard. That's on the island. I'm guessing this bit below us, which isn't marked as a field, is for grazing. So I'm guessing he's left all of the animal appendages for you to decide which one you want. So I'm guessing it goes. I'm pointing to it, but you can't see where it is. So I'm guessing right where my marker is now, that's where the animal shed should go, and you have the grass to graze on. It's quite a nice farm. This it's quite expensive, and like I say, we'll go through it in a minute when we visit the farms. Oh no, let's do it now while we're going around. So this farmyard is 231. 231 has on it. This is, like I say, this is the nicest farm. It has on it a fert silo, a liquid fert silo, which we don't want. It's got a bale and pallet shed, which is down below us. It's got a bunker, which you can see. It's got the 3-tip production, which is kind of nice. It's got a fuel silo. It's got a normal silo, which you can see right in front, and it has a seed silo. The seed silo, you might not be able to recognize it. It's right beside the normal silo. So the seed silo, if I go this way, pan this way a bit, you can see the 4 silos of the big silo, and now you can right beside it to the left. That's the seed silo, and either this one here is the liquid or this one here is I think this one here is the liquid. That's the one I don't want after the first year. Remember, I can't get rid of anything till after the first year. Doesn't come with any of these fields here over to the left. In fact, there's another grazing field just in front of us, the big one, and then you got 3 grass fields. And I'm guessing the way in is down here, just past that shed. But let's just pan left. Yeah, it is. So the way to get into them is to go through there. And you can go up and you do all 3 grass fields. So that's basically the island, except I have a quick look at the dairy. So the dairy takes up part of 161. Quite a nice looking building, actually. So that's the dairy. There's lots of options to do trees if you really want to do trees. There's lots of options for that. This is the sawmill and biogas. I think this says biogas as well. Part of this is the sawmill. Part of this, I think this is the sawmill here, this little one. And this is your biogas plant. So you can, if you bought both of these, the idea is you do your trees, you cut them down, and then you can either put them in your wood to make your wood, or you can do the other side and get money back for putting energy into the map. So past the church and a few. We'll talk about what's on the map in a second. I can't tell without looking. So down below us at the moment is potato processing plant. So obviously there's potatoes on this map somewhere. So that's something that we're going to have to buy straight away, obviously. And then after that, we've got processed food, so we can take stuff to be canned and packaged. And then we got a bakery, and then a soup factory. So there's some productions all in a row, as well as looks like the petrol station, supermarket. It's quite a nice looking map, based on the UK, of course. Don't know what's off to the what's that there. Oh, that's another farm, 225. I didn't look at that one. I haven't looked at that one. But by the looks of it, it's a very small looking farm. There's not enough room for anything. I bet that's dirt cheap. It's not got a lot on though. And there's no scope for animals unless you do wood. So there's possibilities there. Possibilities there if you really want the possibilities. Coming down through. This looks like maybe the animal dealer. Let's have a look. So where are we? We're coming down. We are here looking at this. So in here's a gas station, liquid manure cellar, and the animal dealer. So the animal dealer is down here. We've also got a grain mill. We're coming up to this another one of the farms. I think I'll just visit the farms. It's easier to visit the farms because we're going to miss a few otherwise. So there's another one of the farms. I'll just show you it from the top. And then when I walk around, there's enough for a picture. So this is quite nice. The only downside is you're a bit limited on space with the biogas plant being over there. But this is quite a nice pasture field here. So say if you wanted to add 3 tits and maybe something else, you could literally put it in this corner here, down the bottom by the shed, which we're hovering above, and still have enough pasture land to put your animal shed in. Because I put my animal shed sort of in the pasture a bit as well. I'd hide it away a little bit. I have noticed a pattern on the way he's done the farmyards. They've all got these massive houses. And I wish for the smaller farms he'd use smaller houses, like varied houses around. In over the biogas plant. Looks like shared access from the main road, which, yeah, don't fuss me. Back out on the main road. A drop-off point, which is a carpentry. So that's, from your wood place over there, you can bring your wood down to here and make, I don't know, chairs and stuff. Also on the farm is a barrel factory, grape producing. So there's grapes on this map as well somewhere. Whether they be in contracts or not. Ah, another farmyard over there. Not a bad one. Again, you see the pattern with the big houses. These sheds. Not really much room. Oh, there's a room there for animals right in front. But yeah, as you see, guys, it's a nice looking map. Really is a nice looking map. Always has been a nice looking map, this. Like I say, it has this road round the outer edge. And here's another one of the farms. This has got not much on it, but obviously he's left a lot for, you know, for you to be able to do some stuff. You've got a grass field, looks like grass field behind us, grass field just behind the silo, and this bit of land here is for your animals. What my main aim is, my main aim is not to buy twice. That's my main aim, is not to buy twice. So let's land. Now that we've done a circuit of the farm, I don't want to show you too much because I want to show you some stuff as I do stuff. So let's land down. Right, let's go and view the farms because this is the important bit. So we'll go view the farms and then we'll start the time and then we'll start buying shit. So the first farm I noticed, as you saw, was 231. Let's have a visit. So 231 has, let's see if I can get my list up to stand up here a second. So it's got a bale shed, some parking, got a clam silo. Well, not a clam silo, but it's got one of these long clam silos. Got some grazing land, which is nice. Quite a nice bit of land, this one. It is expensive, though. 231 is 268,000. So it takes over half your money. This is either liquid or solid fur. More parking area. Some more sheds. Here's your seed silo. That little thin, long one. That's just this is your normal silo. A couple of more sheds, which is quite handy. Fuel container. Like I say, 3-tip production. I think this one's your liquid. I think this one's liquid. And then you got your main house. So that's quite a nice farm. I do like that. The only thing I don't like about it is with the starting budget, it's a little expensive. Let's just go around and see if we can spot the other farms. There's one at 247. So we'll visit that. So 247, this one is worth 120,700. So not a bad price. And what do you get with it? You get a house. You get liquid or fert. What am I doing? So you get liquid and normal fert silos. So there's the liquid. Fuel. Seeds. Lots of little garages. So you get 6 garages. Bale and pallet storage. Over here is your grazing land. That's kind of nice. Some more sheds. You get another long silo, and probably this is some more sheds down here. And this is 120 grand. Not much in the way of growing space, if you know what I mean, on that one. Not much in the way of growing space. 245. I gotta admit now, this is my favorite one. Because of how much extra land for the grazing. Bit of a couple of sheds. Clam silo. Solid fur, liquid fur. 245. This is 116,700 to buy. And this is probably going to be the one I am going to buy. Liquid fur, although we don't quite want that. We got some sheds over here, which, you know, you can leave some of the bigger stuff outside, say, and put this combine away. Got the house, silo. And it's not a massive silo. It's only a 2-thing silo. Fuel upside it. And what I'd probably do is stick. Oh yeah, I didn't budget for that, did I? Departure and a repair place. I didn't budget for them. I really didn't budget for them. We're gonna have to see what we need, what we're gonna have to get, anyways. 3247. 237. So this one is 56,000. It's the cheapest one on the map, but it's got not a lot in. So according to my listings, it's got solid and liquid fert, seeds, fuel, and a silo. So it's not got a lot for the money. But yeah, it is only 56,000. So there's your silo, somewhere to park your vehicles, another shed to park your vehicles, fuel, seeds, liquid, normal fert, another shed, some sort of grazing land which you could turn into. You've got some space over here which you could do some stuff with, I suppose. And the house. So not a lot. Not a lot. But it is the cheapest, like I say, at 56,000. So yeah, 56,568. It's the cheapest. And some people might go for that and go, yeah, we'll have that. And then stuff on here is not terribly dear. So we can easily, you know, get something else. Have I showed you 249? I think I've showed you 249. I think that's it. I think I've gone through them. So that's the map, guys. So now what we need to do is make a decision on what I need to do is make a decision on which one I want to buy. 240. Did I show you 240? That's 249, 247, 245, 240. This one over here. I didn't show you it, did I? This one is the second lowest one at 80,400. And on it, it has liquid and solid fert. It has a silo, seeds, fuel, and baling pallet. Well, there's the baling pallet straight away. Liquid solid fert down there. A couple of garages, some land. The more storage. Oh yeah, I did kind of show you this one. The more storage sheds. Your house is just round here. But with this one, I suppose the only thing I don't like about it is around it, it's got corn or sorghum, and we're not going to have the money to do that straight away. Although it won't be ours. It's got a big strip of land right in front. That's the point. It's got a big strip of land just over here. I don't know what this is. It's got no field number. What's this in here? Like I say, this has got no... Oh. I don't know whether this is part of... Oh, 108. Oh, it's just got no field number in it, but it is 108. Okay. We'll have to let Roy know 108's got no tag number. Yeah, 108's got no tag number. Right, so that's the first thing I need to let Roy know. Or Roy sometimes watches my video afterwards. Roy, 108's got no tag. So yeah, that's kind of nice. So we've got farmland worth 56,000, 80,000, 161,000, 268,000, 116,000, which is what I'm thinking of going for, and 120,000. But first we need to go back to the shop. Which is up there. Is it? There we go. We're at the shop. And we need to for the purpose of today, this is in, but like I say, tomorrow this will be gone. This won't be in. I only had that in just to show you around, and I don't want to go back in and go back out. So that will not be used from now on. So the first thing to do is get my farming buttons up. That might be a good plan. Next thing to do is put the time up to 5, because that's what it's got to be on. It's the first day, so it don't really matter. It's like buying and selling day, and then make a decision on a farm. I'm actually going to choose 245, which is 116,000. So we're going to buy that. There's part of my money gone already. We can't change anything about it. The only thing that we can do is add. So we're gonna visit because I want to put some stuff in the farm. So this stuff has to stay for a year, and it's going to stay for a year, guaranteed. So the fuel's there. So what I want to do is put in. I didn't budget for some of this, but what is it I want to put in? Fuel's already on it. I need to earn some money to put fuel in the thing. That. Fuel's there, so I want that kind of. Do that there maybe. And a repair station. Oh, this might not fit in. Oh, it will fit in. Okay. Stick there then. Bosh, done. So that's that. And also I want in this bit's going to be a little bit trial and error because I don't know which way this goes for orientation. Not factory, is it? Production, is it? There it is, that one. I think it's that way round. Almost sure it's that way round. I want a little bit more space. The reason I want this is, guys, is because it obviously makes a lot of stuff for you for fairly cheap. So that's why I want that in straight away. Also want, where the fuck is it? I've got no room for animals at the moment. Ah, there it is. That's what I want. The only downside is I've not budgeted for something for water. It's cheaty. It doesn't matter. It's a giant. It's a map thing. Unfortunately, Roy's put it so you got to have it in your map. So it's in the map. I'm going to use it. So yeah, we'll have that. And as you can see, it's a little bit shitty. So I'm just going to quickly do that. Done. Right. Okay. So that's the basics of the farm. So we're not allowed to sell anything now for a year. We're not going to turn that on because it'll start costing us money. So we're going to buy some equipment. Now, I've been looking at equipment and I'm not going to do the telehandler route like I did the last time. Why? There's a cheaper option, and I'm going to show you that right now. So there's a cheaper option. So here's what I did the last time. I bought the Merlot. It's 170 horsepower, and of course it can lift. That's the idea of having the Merlot, the fact that it can lift. Like I say, I'm not going to do that this time. Why? There's a cheaper option. It's not as good with lifting wise. That's the downside. It's got a downside to it. So 70 grand. Go into it. And we're going to have the max engine. Still cheaper than the Merlot. We're going to have wheels set up as skinny. Not twins, though. Skinny tires. We're not going to have beacons on it because we're the only ones. 3-point attacher, yes. We're going to have this scroll add-on to it. We're not going to paint it. Here's the thing, guys. Once I get enough money to decide what tractors I want, it's going to be Votra. So, yeah. We're going to buy that. There's my tractor. We're also going to go customizations and buy that. That gives us the thing to lift. And we're also going to go front loader attachments. And we're just going to buy... I I'm not sure what to buy. I want if I buy pallet forks, I can lift bales, but it looks a bit cheaty because I'm lifting pallets with bale forks. We're not going to be doing pallets for a little while, so I think I'm just going to go straight for the bale forks. Like I say, we got seeds and stuff at the farm, so. Oh, auto on and off. Hang on, that's something that I'm going to have to change. General settings, the auto thingy be jiggy start on the vehicle. Oh, where is it? Where's the auto thingy start for the vehicle? Stop, go, brake it. The auto engine start. I want that off. And that's better. Now we can save fuel. Now, the only thing I'm not sure about with this, guys, is if I can then tow vehicles back at the same time with this. And which end I can connect to. That's that. Back in the shop. So I say back in the shop. I'm not going back in the shop. I don't know. Should we concentrate on vehicles or land? So here's what I do to decide what kind of other stuff I want. I have a look at what's around. So we got, obviously we got some dead wood. So chainsaw is a must. Mowing, maybe baling or bale wrapping and baling at the moment. If we concentrate on what's there. So and fertilizing, I'm not going to be honest, fertilizing, I'm not going to waste my time with because that will probably cost me money, not gain me money. So fertilizing's out. And when I buy fields, if I buy grass fields, it'll be rolling them to reproduce, not fertilizing. Again, costing me money. Weeding kind of easy. So what I say, baling, stuff to do with baling, mowing, and weeding. Right, okay, so trailer will come later. Contracts are more important at the moment, so we'll go a weeder. That'll do that weeding contract. Wrapper. Not sure what that one's like. I know this one could do both, which is why it's so expensive. That one can do both, but it's a pain in the ass. I think we're going to have to go for 60 grand. I don't want to go for 60 grand, but it looks like we're going to have to. We're just going to go for the white wrap. There's a wrapper. Mowers, I'm going to have these. The Shamas, they're decent. That's the rear. That's the front. So that's mowing. Baling. What baling was that? Was it round baling or hey Beltsy, how you doing? Was it round baling on that contract or was it square baling? Remember the Pacific, the baling ones? Square bales. We ain't got enough for a square baler, so that one's out. We're gonna buy a chainsaw because dead was fucking easy, so we're gonna buy a chainsaw. They're all the same price. I don't know why. I just like the McCulloch. 77,000 left. We could buy this small grass field, 39,000, and then it's just turning it around. But we need to buy like fuel for the fuel, and we don't need to buy seeds, but a roller, turn it around once we've, and something to pick the bales up with, just to make some extra money. I think we'll just, yeah, we won't bother buying our own land for the minute. We'll leave it at that and see what we got afterwards. Like I say, we need to get this lot down to the farm now, and not sure if there's a quick way through, so it looks like we're driving around. So yeah. Start you up. What I want to do is see if I can still use the attacher on the front and back. Just to take stuff back to the farm. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, that's that. All good there? Good. And then we'll drop everything off and come back for the mowers. Right, will this connect so I can get it back to the farm in quick sharp? It will. Wow, okay. Okay. Right, let's take this back to the farm. UK-based farm, guys. This is Ebony Island. I've already showed you guys the map. This tractor's loud. And we need to start getting into some contracts fairly sharpish. The only thing I did notice about the rules is there wasn't any time frame to pay it back. The loan, that is. The last time I did one of these, see, after the first month is over with, because August will be a 1-day month, then we're going to September, then it'll be the 5-day months or 4-day months. Yeah, then it's like a bit more, it's kind of settled down. So you basically had your first month for free, where you set everything up for your first day, and then every month after that I had to pay $5,000 back to the bank. And on this set of rules that we've got now, there is no requirement for that. I think I'm still going to pay it back at $5,000 a month though, because that seems kind of fair, and it sort of puts the impost on you to have to get the money in. This is the first time we've driven back the farm, so we're looking for, on the mini-map, we're looking for like a road off to our left to go down. But here's this field that's not labelled. I presume because it's not labelled, it won't have a contract on it. The first time I've used this this tractor as well, or anything. Like I say, when I get enough money to do some stuff, I'll be having vouchers. Nothing more than 350 horsepower. So everything will be under 350 horsepower. This map doesn't need it. Really doesn't need it. Or most of the British maps don't need it. And if you go over 350 horsepower on a tight UK farm, you're overpowering what you need. I think it's this road coming up here. Should be a road coming up on our left about now. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. One thing I've noticed with this tractor, there's not a lot of space, even down the driveway. So frick knows how we're getting a combine down here when we got one. Oh, hold on, we should have gone right there. Oh. Oh, fucking Roy. It's like he does his hedges a little bit different than anybody else. What he does is he puts posts in the hedges so you can delete certain parts of them. There's the route. There's the thingy bay. There's the wash bay. Right. So we're just going to chuck some stuff in sheds. First thing I'm going to chuck in the shed is that weeder. Push. And then we're gonna burst this in that one. Push. Now we're just going to get rid of the front loader and we'll go back up to the grass cutter and then we'll do the grass cutting contract. Not allowed, what? Not allowed to detach in its current state, did it say? Okay, so maybe I have to put the line. So you're telling me we've got to disconnect these separately? Yeah, we do. Okay. Okay, so that's the thing. We can live with that. Alright, let's go back up the shop and get the mowers. Morning, Rusty. How's it going? Welcome to a new challenge. Welcome to the new challenge. So the rules that I have to adhere to, like I say, guys, are in the about section below on my Twitch. If you want to see them on YouTube, you're going to have to go to my Twitch page. So it's www.twitch.tv/1xmadmax1. Go to the about section, and I think it's under the tab farming rules or something. No cheating? No, I'm not cheating. Didn't really cheat the last time, so I said I didn't really cheat the last time. They caught me using strong arm to get myself out of a tree, and I was literally stuck in this tree. And if I would have reset myself, I would have lost the load. So, yeah. And I refuse to lose my load. I know. Which is why I said, guys, I used a bit of easy dev at the start to show you around, and it's gone. Few maps come out for console. This one will. It's a normal size map when it comes out. So the idea of me playing and showing you this, guys, is so that you guys can get a feel for it, and I'm testing it at the same time. So this is it has been tested a little bit in his inner circle, and now he's put it out there for some gamers to have a more in-depth look. Where the fuck am I on this map? Okay, I'm there, so I'm still a ways off of the shop. To be honest, all Cavalier Roy maps are console based. So Riverview, Mapo. I think the only one that isn't is I think it is the 2x Irish map, but there is a normal size version. That wasn't his map to begin with. The guy that modded that in FS17 asked Roy if he could bring it forward, and Roy brought it forward as is, and then he added some bits around the spare pieces of the map, and I think that's the one that's not like you can have the console. I'm not sure, you may be able to have it. So he's already done 3 for FS25. This will be the 4th, and it's not going to be his last either. This is still Glenn Leaston that he wants to bring forward. Yeah, dude's amazing. All praise to Cavalier Roy. So the 3-tip production, guys, is a Cavalier Roy must-have for the maps. I mean, you can choose not to use it, but why wouldn't you use it? It's such... I don't think it's OP. It does a lot of stuff. That may be what Brax is on about as far as it being OP. It does a lot of fucking stuff. But as far as how long it takes to do stuff, no, it's not OP that way. Right, grass contract. Get straight into it. Wrapping. Where's that fucking mowing one? I was down here. So we got one just around the corner from the shop. That's down in the middle of the map somewhere. Okay, we'll do that one first. We'll only do one at a time because of the time schedule. You got to watch this, guys, the time schedule. Once that runs out, you get fined. I hope White Farm map comes back to FS25. Depends who the modder is, mate, and if they want to bring it forward. That's the thing. Depends who the modder is and if they want to bring it forward. I mean, because Farms in Bristol didn't want to bring the Oaks into 25. Many people thought he should do because of how popular it was, but he didn't want to, and so he was working on Saxonham, and yeah, that came out and it was very popular for a UK map. It's ETS2 DOC drop date. Yeah, it is. 1 o'clock, I think. 1 or 2 o'clock today. Nordic Horizons comes out. If what I've been told is going to happen happens, one of you guys is going to get it for me because I can't afford it. So one of you guys is going to get it for me. He's already messaged me saying he's going to do it. And if that happens, I shall bring that to you tomorrow. And we'll go for a drive tomorrow. Right, how are we getting into this field? Is that the way in there? That could be the way in there. I think I might have missed it. Sorry. We might have missed it. I've managed to get some money together for it. Trouble is, at the moment, it's not saying a price, is it? Good morning, Linda. How we doing? It doesn't say what price it is. Probably, but it's probably going to be 12, 13 quid, something like that, I swear. Yeah, but it won't be as much as that, mate. 12, 13 pound probably. It's normally later than that. It would do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes they like to do a stream on it beforehand. Yeah, not too bad. I thought Tav did all right last night with the thing that you guys were trying to teach him. He was a little bit quiet at times. When I say a little bit quiet at times, there was stuff that probably should have been said as a spotter that isn't, but he'll get it. He'll get it. Yeah. But obviously we all spot different, don't we, as well, you know? It's that one. No. And that's that one. And there's a stream tonight as well, okay. So this is a great little setup for a starter setup, guys. Absolutely great little setup. I love using this. The only thing about it is I might not have enough power to actually use this properly. I think it's going to be about 15-ish pound. Really? That much? I was thinking 12 or 13. That'd probably be a good price for it. But nevertheless, it'll be within Widowmaker's budget. Ooh, this is a power thing, this is. This is definitely a power thing. I've definitely not got enough power for this. So uphill I may have to doing a long villa run. When you say a long villa run, does that mean Villa, loop Berlin, and then go off left and up round to Oslo? That's the long villa run that I know most people do. Yes. Yeah, so the long villa run. Yeah, it's 2,800 miles, roughly. Takes about, non-stop, it takes about 2 hours 5 at 60 mile an hour. And it's the one most of our guys will be doing next month. that accumulate miles really fucking fast. We're on the edge of power here, guys. That's what's the matter with this. We're right on the edge of power. You're going to be doing the route as well? Yeah. Yeah. Depending how I feel. Sometimes I just go from Toronto to Oslo, just for a quickie. 1,750 miles in an hour and 3/4. And I just do the normal route. And sometimes I do the whole hog. It's just you know, the way what I feel like doing. But I won't be doing it every day. Because of course when I stream I don't want it to become boring. And if I'm just flying up that road every day, it becomes boring. So I'll be doing like maybe a long run stream, I'll be doing short run streams. But when I do the short run streams, I'll be yeah, it'd be like 500 mile streams, but I'll still be getting in a good couple of 1,000 miles every day. You was doing it with me and Crash. Crash is a machine though. Crash when he's on it is a fucking machine. He was in our VTC for, I don't know, a year and a bit, and he's a machine. He went to New Horizons to try and excel within himself, try and push himself for miles. Downside is he does push himself overly so. And we were like saying to him, look, you don't need to do that with this VTC. Slow down a little bit. You know, it's nice to see the miles piling up, but when you're sounding absolutely shattered every day, you're not doing yourself any favours, mate. And he was like, I'm alright. And we are after in the end, we're like, yeah, okay, mate, see you later. Not see you later, but you know what I mean. You know, we'll leave you to your own devices. You know your own body. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do what he did. What he does, 16 hours a day on trucking. I mean, he only used to have one game, so on his PC, so and it was trucking. So he was continuously slamming out. There we go. Contract then. That's one contract done. I'm not sure whether to take one of these mowers home and just use the one. Like I say, we're a little bit overpowering the tractor here. There's one down here, and you go in from 207. So if we come out the field, turn left. 207. Back to the main road, take a left, and turn into 207. Good morning, guys. Morning. How's it going? Welcome to my challenge mode. Set by Cavalier. Like I say, whatever I earn in this day, because this is the first day of the challenge, it's just one day. As we roll into September, August, September, as soon as we roll into September, that'll be a 4-day month, and then we got to pay some money back towards the loan from then onwards. and also try and get some extra bits of kit in at the same time. So the next thing I think we'll get is either a winner or a tether. Sort of build up to be able to do baling and buy our own field. And then we'll, you know, once every few months we can do our own field, take care of it, and earn some extra pennies. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's our laneway, Matt. Sorry, dude. This is our laneway that we need here to go down to this field. So again, guys, please don't ask me today what I think of this map. I will not be giving out any sort of this map's brilliant today. If it feels the same as it did on 22, it's going to be a great map. But at the moment, I've literally been playing it for less than half an hour. Right, how do I get into this field? Oh, it's there next to the house. How do I get into it? Right, okay. That's that one. Let's move on the field a little bit more. We'll try and use the back one. This field looks fairly flat, so... They were right on the edge of power, so we've got to watch ourselves. That stop and go reversing. Hold the line. Where is it? Stop and go braking. There's a little bit of weirdness in going forward and going backwards. Oh no, yeah, that's got to be on. Did you see Simi? Yes, I did. The one I think is the fairest is a guy called Steve Bowen. I think he's done the fairest review from a real racer's point of view. I think it was Steve Baldwin. He actually races GT3 cars in real life. And he's done about the fairest review of the game I've seen yet. Quite a lot of people have really hammered it, and I don't think that's fair for a game that's only been out like 2 minutes. But yeah, I mean, basically what he does, the Steve Bowen does, is he looks at the things that he thinks is important for a gamer and a sim racer, and takes them individually and looks at what's good and what's bad, and he does a really fair assessment. And he says, look, this game, if they fix all the little bits, which they're going to do with our help, it will be one of them games which is going to be important to all kinds of walks of life to do with sim racing. It's just at the moment it's at a stage where it's not fairly well optimized. It's at a stage where some of the car handling is questionable. But the prospects of what they've done is promising. So, and I think that's a fair assessment by him. You know, he didn't need to. He wasn't affiliated to say that. And I just think that's a fair assessment from him. And I put that on his thing. I put, look, that's an absolutely fair assessment of the game right now. There is a few things that Giants have admitted have come to light at the start of release. Sort of like there's some bugs in the game that they're trying to rectify, and it is to do with important stuff. I mean, some of the bugs are higher wear, higher compound wear, which are kind of important. Force feedback. There's some important stuff there, you know, in the list of stuff that's broken, which, you know, will take away from handling and stuff like that. So it is important stuff that's wrong with the game at the minute. And as long as Giants can repair the fixes in a way that it reflects back to how the game handles and drives, it'll be good. I mean, there's even a bug to do with the quality on the screen. So yeah, you know, there's definitely potential in the game. Definitely potential in the game. Like I said the other day in Tav Stream, for a first crack, Giants did freaking well. I know they had kind of a not bad platform. I mean, some of you guys that have played Project Cars will know the platform. I've never played Project Cars, but some of you guys that know the Project Car platform will know they had a half-decent platform to build on. Because that's basically what they did. They bought the licensing from Project Cars and made it into their own thing with their own engine. I've never played Project Cars, so yeah. Giants are not the devs. Yeah, but they're the overwriters. They are the overwriters. It's their engine. Well, they say it's their engine. And they're the overwriting company. So it's for them to kick ass when things need to be done. I tell you what else was a little bit interesting, that I think his name is Steve Bowen, said on his video, is he was invited to go and look at the game when it was in testing and put his influence in on how stuff handled, but he was busy until he wanted to. He was going to refuse it anyway, because when the game came out, he wanted to have an objective view, which I think is super fair. And he did rip it a new one a little bit, but his overall view of it was, if they can repair what's broken, it will be up there with the best titles you know, around. I really think it's up there. You know, if you ignore the fact that it's got a few bugs in it and a few things are broken, with the cars that I use, because I don't use anything above a GT3 at the moment, those cars are kind of handling fairly good. I mean, he pointed out a few things wrong with the BMW GT3 because he's driven it. I mean, it doesn't sound anything like the car. Well, he said it don't sound anything like the car. I think it sounds a little bit like the car. The only thing about his recording of the real vehicle and the game's vehicle, the game sound, is the turbo whine. The turbo whine in it. Compared to the real car, the real car didn't seem to have a turbo whine at all. Same with the brakes. You know, if you get a car in the game with squeaky brakes, they don't the squeakiness doesn't disappear, which I think good. You know, I'm all for a bit of squeaking on the brakes when they're cold, but as soon as the brakes become warm, the squeakiness should fuck off. In my eyes, the squeakiness should definitely disappear. But like I say, his was the fairest assessment I've seen. The unfairest assessment I've seen was just Ollie, or whatever he's called. He was basically saying this game is shit, didn't want to play it, this and that and the other, and yet he spent 5 hours on it. And half of it was because on opening day he couldn't get into online servers. Well, of course you're not. They're going to be totally fucking saturated with people. You know, everybody knows on opening day you don't try and do online straight away on opening day on any fucking game, unless it's an online game. Opening day, you're going to have fucking major troubles getting on it. You know, and if you are one of the lucky ones to get on an online server, then, you know, you need to cherish it for what it is. Right, then. That's that one done. Anything else we can do while we're here? More mowing. Oh, there's a big one there. Oh, that's right up the top out of the way. Jesus. 188. Oh, 188 is just below us. Okay, we'll do that while we're here. Yeah, boy. Once again, guys, if we are doing fields like this, we're not allowed to borrow equipment unless we've leased it for the whole year. One of the stipulations. Just going to use the back mower for this, I think. I don't want to overpower it all the time. I think Tav's right. Tav's used this thing and he says like the gearbox is like a little bit stuttery. Yeah, he's absolutely fucking right. I mean, between gear change between forward and backwards, seems to do that like little oh, right, let's go thing, and it's weird. F125 was the same. Couldn't get online on the when it first. Yeah. A lot of games are the same, mate. A lot of games are the same. But to crucify it because you can't get online is a little unfair. I mean, yeah, there's problems with the game, but then again, it's Giants overwritten. Like I said the other day, you know, have you ever seen a Giants game that hasn't come out with a couple of problems? I think every single farm sim has come out with occasional problems. I mean, when this one came out, there was some major issues with it, and people were going, "Oh, it's shit, it's this, it's that, it's the other." But Giants got on it, they fixed it, and you know, it's now. Some people are rating it as the best farm sim game that's been out for a few years. So you know, it's gone from being shit to really fucking good. In some people's eyes, of course, other people, you know, some people are going to have different ideas of that. Right, so now that I've done a headland, drive on what I've cut. This is setting us up quite nicely, guys. We're going to have to buy, as soon as we get back to the farm, we're going to have to buy some fuel, activate the cleaner. So there's a few quid gone every month straight away on the Karcher. I knew that straight away as soon as I bought it anyway. But like I say, I'm hoping that using only one mower uses less fuel than using the two. Yeah, the fields take us a little bit extra time, but it is what it is. It'll do us, you know, this will do us until we can afford a bigger tractor. And when we can afford a bigger tractor, like I say, when we can afford our own, some decent stuff, we'll be going Vulture tractors, because that's kind of what I haven't done yet. I've done a lot of the bigger brands. I've done Case, I've done McCormick, I've done Massey. I did what I did in Saxingham. I did Class on Saxingham. on the Highlands map, I kind of did a bit of everything. For this last little bit, let's just use the other mowers as well. Let's get her done. Yeah. So guys, last night I spent watching Class do Mount Paramount on his RPM racing. What a good race that was. I mean, I thought he got instant points when the leader didn't pass him cleanly, but no, 0-point race. Very clean race. If you've watched a few of Class's races in the past, normally at the start it's like pile-ups and shit, but luckily it's a private session race. So yeah, you just need to get in it. You just need to be part of the Discord and stuff. And like I say, it's just for fun. Right, that's that one done. Hoeing. Oh, another mowing. Oh, that's at the top as well. Shit. Okay. So we got 2 at the top. Got some baling. We can't do baling yet because we've not got baler. We've got some wrapping. That's kind of easy. We might go do some bale wrapping. So let's get back to farm. Drop this off. And we'll do some wrapping just for something else to do. Because we've done, what, 3 fields now? Grass cutting. Hang on. Where the fuck are we going? That's okay, we're going the right way. We're fine. We're fine. Just thought we were going the wrong way for a second. But yeah, I mean, last night, if you're watching, Tav was doing some spotting. You get used to it. And he did alright. Like I say, did alright. There's a few bits I thought he went a little bit quiet and sort of try to let Linda kind of take control, but overall he did alright. I mean, people, like I say, people spot in different ways for other people. Lots of people like people to spot in different ways for them. I think Linda spoke about this in a few of her streams where he likes you to talk quite a lot, so he doesn't have to think about what's going on the track that often. I'm kind of the same. I like people to sort of give that medium, like, chat to me and what's going on, sort of, so I don't have to think about the track and what's going on, and then I make less mistakes. I'm not really thinking about the laps and what I'm doing. I think Class is relatively the same. Whenever I spotted the Class, he's relatively the same. He likes a bit of yap. Give him information. Although he does tend to be fairly independent when he races. But yeah. It's all down to the individual, how you want your spotter to be, I suppose. So you kind of got to decide between you and the person you're spotting for. Am I too quiet? Am I too talkative? What kind of information do you really want? You sort of got to ask the questions, really. But yeah, for his first ever go, it was really good. Let's put these mowers away. We'll get out the wrapper and we'll go do some wrapping. Morning, Wolf. How you doing, mate? Oh, Jesus. Think I'm awake now. Think I'm awake now. Jesus, mate, dude. Yeah. Where should we put this? Let's just put these in here for a minute. Also, guys, you may notice I'm not one of these that continuously wash their stuff. I wash when when I'm doing my own stuff, I wash when things are dirty. I mean, now at the moment, the mower's barely done a thing, the tractor's barely done a thing. So, yeah. And thanks for the heart attack, Wolf. Right, let's go get the wrapper. You're welcome. We'll also see how much fuel's going to cost us while we're here. It's just around here, isn't it? So how much fuel can I get? I just don't want to fill it. 16 grand to fill it. That's not bad. Oh, what have we got? 10,000 litres. So we'll do a half. We'll do a half. I think that's fair. Got some fuel now. Alright, wrapping. Wrapping. So 3 grand. That's just up from us on the road, isn't it? That seems fair. That's the wolf I know. Come in, scare your shit, let's go hi and fuck off again. You heard that? You're supposed to hear it. I've opened my curtain today just to my right, letting a bit of natural light in. During the summer, when the sun goes from there to there, it's a pain in the ass. No, sorry, it goes from there to there. So if I'm doing an early stream, it really blazes in, which is why I put the curtain up. Need to give it a bit of a clean as well, by the looks of it. Do that later. Thought the wife was scary enough. Well, you know, if your wife's that scary, dude, you know. I'll tell her you said it. There you go, guys. Nobody's bought any Stream Mix packs this week. There is a code top your screen for 30% off when you spend over €4. That's it on YouTube and for Twitch. Right, so where is the entrance for this field? have a feeling, because no matter how wide the laneway is, it could be through like the farm or something behind us. It's this field just here. I'm going to back into here. Sorry guys, I'm going to back into here. Sorry. Yeah, there is. There's a laneway just there. Let you just make it out. There's a laneway just beside that house down there. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while since I've been on this map. Just about here. Good buddy Jay, thank you very much for the follow. Lots of grass fields on this map, I've noticed. Lots of grass fields. I mean, a lot of you may be wondering, oh, there's 300 areas, there must be loads of room. Yeah, tiny fields, so that's always been a thing with this map. Now, the fields aren't very big on this map. That's the general idea of them. Oh, shit. Okay. Come on, struggle bus, get up that hill. I just presume that this thing could handle this wrapper. Looks like it's a little bit on the limit. Same with using 2 mowers, it's a little bit on the limit. There's no way I will tell her she's scary because I will be on the sofa again. Only the sofa, dude. I'd be fucking on my ass out the fucking door. Really would. I'd be on my ass out of here, dude. Nah, I wouldn't. You'd be right. Ollie. That true. Very true. So guys, there's a couple of them on kind of points now, but the best ones are on bits. That was 10. Yeah, it's an that's that, you know, a lot of them are under 18 ones, mate. There's some over 18 ones on bits. That right up full as well. So 2 seconds. That was kind of quiet. Need to turn it up a little bit. We'll try that next time somebody plays one and see if that's any good. Yeah, so the over 18 ones, Wolfer, are with bits. The tame one, I've just put 4 really tame ones on channel points. Oh? Poke the line caller? Apparently I've missed some. What? Where the fuck? Oh, don't tell me they've rode into the woods. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're gonna have to go searching for bows, peoples. They're in the hedges somewhere. Just go find them. It's the shitty thing about round bows. Oh, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. Please get it. Yeah, boy. Right, let's have a look around the edges and see if there's any stuck in the hedges here. No, so they've got to be in the woods. Bella, thank you for the in-stream street and good morning. How are we feeling this morning? You were knackered last night, I know. About 7 o'clock, you were like, love you guys, bye. Where the hang on, where the fuck are they? The only place they can be is, what, down here somewhere. Roy, if you're listening, a hedge down here to catch bows. Feeling tired still, but hopefully we'll wake up soonish. So Roy, if you're listening, I've got to this field and the bows have rode down into the woods. And because you do a lot of trees, I doubt if I'm going to be able to get them back out again. In fact, I doubt if I'm going to be able to fucking find them. You know, a green bow in amongst greenery. Only like 2 bows. Oh, there's one. There's one. Glad I haven't totally taken it out yet. Glad I didn't totally take this out yet. There's no way I'm getting in here with a tractor, guys. No fucking way in hell I'm getting in here with a tractor. Where's the other one? Well, one more. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so, like I say, this was only in here for helicopter mode. Right, hopefully that'll do it now. So yeah, something down here to catch those hedges, Roy. Even if it's across the edge of the field, I think would be nice. Just to catch these boughs. DevTools cheating, are we? Brax, you saw where those two fucking boughs were, did you? You know? If the boughs didn't have anything rolling into the forest, I wouldn't have needed them. But luckily, I didn't take it fully out. I mean, it'll be gone, but it'll be gone tomorrow. But you know, now Roy knows he needs to put a hedge in, because otherwise, if you get round boughs in this field again, they're gonna fuck off. I'm hoping that bough spike two. There's no way I was getting in there. One was right behind fucking trees. There's no way I'm getting in there with vehicles. But to solve all that, you just put a hedge down, done. Or a fence, or just something to catch them. Because otherwise, you know. I mean, where that first one was in behind all those trees. You're never going to get it. Anyways. So, we've got a number missing off of a field, and we need a fence on 95 to catch the boughs. Please, Roy? Like I say, I know you'll watch this afterwards. So 94, so the field up from us. I think you get to it by this bottom row. So you can have an entrance here, a nice little fence along there, and same with this one. 94 could do with a fence as well, just in case. There you go. Lucky I caught that one. Not going to go near that one yet until I'm ready to pick it up. Because that one will start rolling as soon as I get anywhere near it. Right after I do this field, guys, we'll turn it off. I'm going to go for a little break because I've been going now for nearly 2 hours. So we're going to go... we've got no green meat sport this week, so we're going to the clip reel. So I can have a quick bio and a coffee. There you go, it started rolling. Both use 50 bits. I'm guessing you did one of those TTS ones. It takes a little while to come up. I don't know why for the Tangier ones. What the fuck? Oh my god, what the fuck? Right, guys, I'm gonna take it. What the fuck was that? Alright, guys, we're gonna put you on the clip row, and I'll be right back after a coffee. Yeah, we'll see you in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Hope everybody got a brew and a coffee and stuff. That went from 0 to 100 fast. What did, mate? Right. We got another bell wrapping down the bottom near the farm, so we just want to do that on our way back through. You mean how rude that got towards the end of what it was saying? Uh-huh. Well, at least this one's square bow, so they shouldn't roll off. But yes, Roy, some of these grass fields on this tipper side could do with a fence beside it. Because otherwise you're going in and trying to get your bows off of out of the forest. I don't know if that was how you meant it to be, but it's what it is. What? You've had everything now, dog. You've had your bone, you've had your smacko, you've had biscuits, you've had everything. So it's time to chill out and lie down now. I think there's enough for us to do, although we kind of missed a bit of time because we should have paused the day just a second ago when we were in the toilet, but yeah. Like I say, this first day is a day where we can get out, we can make a little bit of money, and hopefully get a little bit in front of where we should be. As far as buying stuff, oh, hello. How the fuck are we getting in there? Oh, it's over in that corner. Right, okay. Okay, oh. Oh, okay. Is that in near us? Go down in near us and come back out, or did we get to that by going around this way? I don't know. I really don't know. Um, I would have thought you get into it somewhere here, so we'll go down to this thing and see if there's a laneway somewhere in behind it. So whatever the green, in behind the green mill. Wife in a happy mood this morning. I hope it's not, you hope she's not going clothes shopping. Oh dear. Save yourself from efforts. Just give me your card and you go, love you, bye. See you now, see you in a few hours. I've come in here because I'm looking for a way to that. No, there isn't one in here, is there? There isn't one in here. Hoping there was a laneway into those fields in behind. There isn't one. There isn't even an entrance there anywhere. How do you get to them? Okay. 2 seconds. Work backwards. So, not that way. This is the way I find my. This is the way what I had to do in Maypo to find my way around. Just work yourself backwards from the field and have a look around and see where you had to go. It could be the case I might have to go through my own farm to get to this. I think it is. Because that's the field just there. Yeah, I gotta go through my own farm to get to it. Okay, we can do that. Lots of fields with weeds in, I see. We did buy a weeder, so... It's tools down at midnight, so we've got plenty of time. Right then. Aha! Laneway found. Laneway acquired. Oh. Like I say, on these Lancashire Gamer, thank you very much for the tier 1, my friend. Much appreciated, my dude. What was I going to say? Yeah. On these challenge mode starts, it's a lot of hard work to begin with. A lot of hard work, a lot of grind. But the more the equipment you build up and the more decent stuff you get, the easier it gets. So yeah, these starts, I think the last one took me 3 weeks to basically start making any money for myself. But we were literally, for 3 weeks, we were based out of the shop. We literally parked all of our equipment up at the shop. And luckily, the garage for refueling wasn't too far away. So we found some problems already for Roy to maybe, if he wants to do them, of course. One is to renumber 108 because it's not showing. And the fields, some of the fields that are bowed down towards the forestry area could do with a fence because, yeah, the boughs were rolling down in around. And just to make it easier for people to, I don't know, use. And just a nice little fence would be, you know, be nice. So that, you know, if they are doing round boughs, they don't roll down and disappear. Right, that's that one done. Okay. Another contract. So we've got another bale wrapper now. That's right at the top of the thing. I'm not going to do that. Baling, we can't bale yet because we've not got a baler. Deadwood, we could no. Yeah, chopping trees down in that area with all those trees. Gets my ass. Fertilizing, we've not got that. Any of that yet. Harvesting, we've not got anything to harvest with. Hoeing, we've got a weeder. We've not got. We could do some more mowing. That's easy. Plowing, we've not got a plow yet. And we can do some weeding because we've got a weeder. 101. Let's go and do some weeding there. That's a bit different. Let's put this away and go do some weeding. We go through this way. Hope we can go through this way. I'm hoping it's short enough. Yeah. What? Why won't you come through? But you're not catching. The track is higher than you are. Why? Hold the line. There we go. So there's a hit marker on the box there somewhere. On the wrapper. Right. Go do some weeding. Like I say, this first bit is like just a hard slog. You know, try and get as many contracts in as you can. Try and see if you can buy some fields. Turn them around with ease. If I do buy the grass fields, I got nothing to turn them around with, so there's no point buying them at the minute. You know, I've literally got nothing to turn around with. I can lease stuff, but I gotta keep the equipment for a year. And leasing equipment can be the bane of your challenge. The only thing I can hope for is maybe something that I need comes in the discount store. My discount store is normal. I've not got the modding for that. So I've not got like 50 bits of discounted equipment. I've only got the normal 4 or 5 in this playthrough. Kind of nice looking out the window, actually. Again. So I need to clean the windowsill. Been a long time covered up through the summer. What time does Nordic Horizons release? We're not sure. So some people are saying it's 1 o'clock because that's what time Steam will release his stuff. Some people are saying that maybe they're going to do a promotional live before they put it out there. So we're not too sure. But yeah, anywhere from 1 o'clock onwards. Right, how can I get into that field over there? Is it going to be through field 100 and come back? Maybe. We're going to try it that way. Yeah, that could be the way. There is an opening down there, just over there. So we might have guessed right here. There we go. What a gorgeous map this is, guys. Ebony Island by Cavalier Roy. I'll hit him to keep checking and send it as soon as... Yeah, no worries, dude. We're thrilled to announce Nordic Horizons, the next major step. The expansion of Eurotruck is set to launch today at 7 p.m. CST. So that's, what's that, Central European time. So 6 o'clock UK time. Yeah, that'd be 6 o'clock UK time on it. CET, am I right? CET, Central European time? If it is, then they're only an hour in front. Because you guys over in America, you've got a Central something time as well, haven't you? So whenever it is, Lancashire, if you're going to get it for me, thank you very much, dude. If he does get it for me, guys, then tomorrow's stream will be Nordic Horizons, having a look around. But basically what somebody was saying that has had pre-release, basically if you've used pro mods and gone up that way, it's basically the same. You know, there's no real difference in it. It's just another piece of the puzzle that we don't need pro mods for. Thank you, mate. Thank you, dude. You're awesome. Guys, it's just another way that you guys can give back to the streamer. Yeah, just have a look at their Steam wish list, and yeah, if you can help out in any way, shape, or form that way, then beautiful. You're beautiful people. You'll find there's a few Eurotruck things on there. The Nordic Horizons on there. I think Ireland's on there for later on. I think that's next year, maybe. There's the Chrome trailer pack that's on there. I think the Viking trailer pack for ATS is on there. There's a few bits and pieces. We gonna light it up like it's dynamite. Is Louisiana on there? I assume for ATS. I think so. I think so. The good thing about the ATS ones, guys, is I love the fact that ATS do it as in, here's a new map, and then they create a thing to say, here, go and explore. I love when they do. I love the ATS for doing that. You know, they go, right, here's a new map. Now here's the thing to go and explore it, and we'll give you some crap for it in game. Like, I don't know, say if it was Texas, they give us a cowboy hat to put on the dashboard or something. You know what I mean? It's not very big, but it's a reward for having a look round within like the first few weeks of the map dropping. And I to be honest, I love them for that, because it means that, you know, they invite people to go and have a look around the map and do a certain amount of fucking linking the towns together. And I've done that with the last 6 or 8 ATS DLCs. As soon as they've come out, I've gone on them, had a good look around, linked the towns up. I think it's 10 towns or 12 towns or whatever it is. And yeah, had a really good time exploring and doing jobs. Yeah, I'm not going to use the auto drive, guys, until I've got plenty of money. You know, these fields aren't worth a lot. And yeah, it won't take very much for a guy to drive it for me. But, you know, that a couple of £100 might be something. You know, every time you use the auto drive, if it takes a couple of £100, that's a couple of £100 at the moment towards something else, which is why I'm not doing fur. I proved this last time I did a challenge mode, guys. So fertilizing, to buy a fertilizer and then buy the fertilizer in, each contract when I bought more fertilizer to combat what I'd used, I'd only gained like 1,000, you know, and that was from a £10,000 contract. I gained 1,000. I know you're going to say, but it's a gain. Yeah, but it's not enough of a gain for time and effort. It's not enough of a gain, you know, for the time. I mean, yeah, farting doesn't take that much time to actually do. So, I mean, that's the good thing about it, is it don't take that much time to actually do. And if you use GPS, you're not wasting any fart. Or you're wasting a little bit, of course, overlapping, but you're not wasting too much. And to be honest, it was something that I was going to put in. I was going to put in precision farming, so that if I use certain sprayers, I'd save even more money. You know, if I use the spot sprayers with herbiciding, spraying liquid fur, you save a shitload, because it just goes bip, 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 wherever it needs it, and it don't overspray. So you save a shitload. Waiting for a star to fall. The lands, that's where you belong. In my arms, baby. So, guys, today already, I know we're not near the end of the stream, but I'm just going to thank Black Wolf for using the TTS and scaring the shit out of us. The reason I'm going to thank him for using the TTS is because he paid for one. You know, he used to use 50 bits to pay for one. So yeah, we're going to thank him for that, and thanking him for scaring us shitless with the skid jump scare. Also going to thank Lancashire Gamer, because he's going to get me the DOC for ATS when that comes out. Like I say, you guys, when anybody in the community needs something, you guys pull together and really do, yeah, make them feel that they're part of the ship, part of the crew. You also kick them in the bollocks when they're down, so, you know, it swings and roundabouts. It swings and roundabouts. Also, straight away, because we've got crop destruction on, guys, straight away I've gone for skinny tyres. And I'll probably do that with every track with skinny tyres. It does mean, though, that some stuff is going to need front weights. That's the only downside. You know, if we're doing cultivating, the tractor's going to need a front weight. because otherwise it's going to be like that, top heavy. Because normally what I do to stop the front weight thing is I normally just put wheel weights on, and that normally balances the tractor out straight away. Kind of have a half my cheaty way of sorting out front weights and stuff is you just put weights in the wheels. Done. But we're done. Okay, so that's that done. Nice. Let that in. What I'm going to do, guys, is every morning when oh, that's right near our field. We might do that one in a second. Is there any more weeding? Yeah, there is, but that was right in the center. How the fuck do you get to that? 69. Is that anywhere near me? 69 is right over here. Look. Looks like there might be a way out through 109. 109, keep going. Maybe we can get up from there. Or across here and down. I don't know. But let's choose it and let's see if we can get there. 69. I think this is going to be right across the laneway. That's a nice little touch, isn't it, where you got to go up the alleyway, come down through and up the back through the forest to get to the field. Like that. That's a nice touch. Right, straight across, I think. This looks cool from the cab. The dips. So we could have gone up there and round. We might have to yet. There's a way into the field here. It's the field next door we want to get into. Unless that's a laneway near those trees. It is a laneway near those trees. Okay, cool. At some point, we'll remember all this, guys, and we'll remember exactly where we're going, so yeah, we won't need to map out as much. One thing I do want to use in this, guys, I think, when we get enough money to do it, is use the Mercedes container back. We've not really had any calls to use them in the last map, but seeing as this is such a tight map for a few of the fields, I think it might be a bit of a good thing to use them. So basically a rigid truck with a crane on the back that pulls the thing over and basically makes it into a tipper. Like I say, I think that might be a good thing. Like I say, when instead of a tractor and trailer coming around these fields, see, it's just a truck. So I think that might be a good thing. The only downside is the truck to actually pull it is like 160 grand. So it's a long ways off. we'll be getting a trailer before that. And the tractor that I want's like 170 as well. The Vulture tractor's like 170, 200,000. So that's a long ways off at the minute as well. Like I say, this first bit is all about graft. It's all about putting in the time and effort in, sticking with your choices. The choices I've made, just got to stick with them now, and just see what I can afford, see what I can buy, and we just work on it from there. Also, guys, in a few days' time, we should hear back from Dare Drops. So we'll have 3 lots of Project Motor Racing to give to you. Anybody that doesn't have Project Motor Racing, we should have 3 copies to give away. My dares haven't come back yet, but like I say, as soon as they do, we'll get them out to you and we'll give them away. I mean, again, guys, I think Project Motor Racing can be the game we all want it to be. You just got to give them a bit of time. It's part way there. It's just not quite all the way there. Oh, which line did I miss? I don't know what, I'm going to have to do all these lines again, don't I? This is what happens when you don't do the line straight away. Hey Tips, how you doing, lady? Ah, it's this line. There we go, now we're finished. Now we've finished. Right, okay. Another contract bites the duster. So, like I say, we've not got a baler, but balers are quite expensive. And you got a particular balers, square. So yeah, that's no good. Square balers cost a lot. Fert, we're not going to worry about fert because fertilizing costs a lot. Harvesting, we're not going to worry about any of the harvesting contracts because it's a thing. We might buy a hoe. We might buy the hoe. The hoe's not terribly dear. And it's an easy job. Of course, we've got mowing jobs we can still do. Spraying, not yet. Tedding jobs. We've not got a tedder. And they're not terribly expensive either. We might buy a tedder. Because tedders will help us with our grass stuff. So let's take this back to the farm. And we'll go buy a tedder. This the right way? That's not the right way, is it? Yeah, it's the right way. Down here, take a left. Yeah, okay, I got it. This should take us back to the main road now. We'll be up close to the shop, so I don't know whether to go to the shop, get the tedder, and then take the weeder back to farm. the shop's only over here. I'm okay. How am I? I'm good, dude. I'm good, lady. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Started challenge mode today, so I'm quite happy. I'm thinking about what I need to do, and all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Let's go at the shop. Let's go at the shop. Let's get this tether. What I'll do is I'll put the weeder on the front, and if the field's closer to us, we'll just go to the field and do the tedding, and then we'll drop the weeder off afterwards. And the weeder will act as a counterbalance. It is a nice map, this. I mean, it's... What have I been playing on it? 2 hours? I did like a half hour chat about it, and now we're playing it, and I've been playing for like 2 hours now. It feels nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a few bits wrong with it, like this field beside us needs a number on it. There's a few fields around the edges that could do with fences, just so the bales don't roll off them. But it is a nice map. And I've just gone the fucking totally the wrong way, because that's our farm nearly. Yeah, the shop's right up the top, Matt. So, okay, we'll drop this off first then. We'll drop this off first then. Gonna order a custom diamond R after Christmas. No, okay, thank you. Like I say, tips. You know, whenever you can afford it, lady. Whenever you can afford it. You kindly offered to do it for me, so whenever you can afford to do it, lady. Thank you. I'm still looking for like a picture frame, but like a deep field one, so that it doesn't feel so like it doesn't squeeze it in, because you know, if the picture frame comes with glass, I'm not sure how the crystals will react with the glass, and I don't want to press it in and smash the glass. I'm trying to look for a deep field one. Not found one yet, but we'll get there. We shall get there. Right. I just checked, and yes, 7 p.m. is 6 o'clock my time. So, Bella, thank you very much, lady. Lancashire, or Lancashire Gamer, 6 p.m. drops for us, mate. Right, we need to go up the shop. Oh, we've still got over half the fuel left, so... It is Central European time, and yeah, that, like I say, I knew they were an hour in front of us. Oh, my second coffee. I'm well awake now. To be honest, I've been awake since about 5:30. Which is why, when I get near the end of the day, I'm sort of not very talkative. I'm quiet. I'm dozing. Yeah, when it gets to about 6, 7 o'clock, I'm like, yeah. They'll be all right. I've got PNR and a frame. It's fine. Okay. It'll be sealed with glue before I... Okay, no worries. I just, you know what I mean? I just didn't want to squeeze it in and the crystals react with, say, if it's not perspex, it's glass. And glass is a bit funny with some stuff, isn't it? And it tends to, like, if you pressure it against it, it just cracks it and smashes it over time. And I just didn't want that to happen. So 6:35, guys. So we can work up till midnight because we're on our Todd. And then we got to sleep till 7. We are allowed to speed up time till 7 or sleep till 7. So we're allowed to do that. Like I said, it's kind of nice having the curtain open. It's just, as I'm looking at the windowsill, it needs to be have a quick spruce up and spring clean. It's been covered for a little while, like the whole summer. Rocking this engine revving. Hey Roy, how's it going? Hey Matt, Matsy Rose, or someone else who called. Oh, okay, thank you. I thought it was me. I thought it was me. Likes to find loopholes and then use them, but make out he's not cheating or take advantage of anything. Have you seen the bid so far, Roy? Guys, Cavalier Roy, absolutely amazing dude, gave us this map to check out and look round and yeah, see if we can break it and stuff. And hopefully if all goes well, maybe it'll be with you in 3 months, maybe. No, I got to the end of your flyover. Okay, so 108, field 108 needs a number on it. In fact, let me show you. Had school rendering. Okay, yeah. No worries, mate. So 108 down here. It's got no number on it. Yeah, 108's got no number on it. And there's some fields. Where the fuck were they? I think there were these up here. Were they them? Were they those ones? There's some fields somewhere. Oh, it's these two. Sorry, these two. 94 and 95, Roy, could do with a fence on the bottom line. I had a contract with Round Bells, and they ended up in the forest. They ended up in the forest. So yeah, they could just do it like a fence on the bottom line. Anyway, we're up for Tedder, aren't we? Tedder. Good value for money is the Shimaz one. Although the chrome one's all right. I mean, it's only like a half a meter difference. So any one of these will do. I think we'll just save money for now and have the chrome one. No, fuck it. We'll spend 1,000 more and have that one. Boundary spreading system. What? No, I don't need that. Or do I need that? No, we don't need that. They watched the movie Catch Them If You Can. Just wanted to try it. But like I say, guys, if you're going to try Cavalier Roy's map, they are awesome. If you like logging, they're going to be even more awesome because there's tons of logs. There's tons of trees. If you like, oh wow, that got dark quick. If you like doing Deadwood, yeah, goodbye. Come back and see us next year when you found the first fucking lot of trees. Right, where are we going? But just enough time to get this contract in, I think. Tedding. 45. Oh, 45's down here, isn't it? Down this little laneway. Yeah, 45's down this little laneway there. Is this out yet? No, it's still on trial, dude. This is on trial from Cavalry Roy. Not quite out for you guys yet. Sorry, dude. Sorry, behind me. Don't crash into that car. This is still on trial. I'm lucky enough that I'm in Roy's kind of outer circle. So first guys that goes into Roy's inner circle, they play with it and like tell Roy what they think of it and what's broken and stuff. Roy fixes it, puts it out to his outer circle. We have a play with it. We try and break it, and then you guys get it when Roy thinks it's done and everything's fixed. That's kind of the way it goes. How do I get into this field? Over there. Okay. However, there is a mod that changes deadwood contracts and adds all the different types of trees, but also shows a marker on the map for each tree, making it easy. Tell you what, that might be a thing. With your dense forests, that might be a thing, mate. Because you got to admit yourself, it is kind of fun, but soul destroying in the same way. You find the fucking things on your maps. I mean, for instance, you guys may or may not have saw, if you're new to the channel, me doing challenge mode on Riverview. Another great map by Cavalry Roy's first that was published for FS25. Like I say, absolutely great map. Absolutely love playing it. Absolutely thankful that Roy picked me for his outer circle to do, you know, get on it before everybody else and try and break it for him. But yeah, you guys know I did a deadwood contract on that map, and it took me like an hour to find 6 trees. And I was literally, it felt like I was walking round and round and round and round in circles for ages and ages and ages. Mind you saying that, on Mapo, it took me like an hour and a half to do a rock contract. I know, break 5 rocks, took me an hour. Why? Because you guys were playing fucking things that I had to reset the vehicle to garage. Not only that, there were so many trees around, I had to dodge the trees with the fucking rock breaker. Yeah, deadwood contracts on my maps is something you try once and then go, fuck that. Although I gotta admit, if it weren't for the deadwood contracts and the wood logging contracts, once I could get a trailer, I wouldn't have done half as well on Riverview. That first winter was brutal. Absolutely brutal. I mean, literally every like half a day I had to soak the road, otherwise I'd have never got in and out with the... What did I have, Roy? I had the telehandler, wasn't it? I had the Merlot telehandler when I started that one. And yeah, I'd have never got in and out of the farm. The snow was that bad. But it is fun. Like I say, I have changed a few rules from Roy's original stuff, but it's just to make it more fun for me, more fun for you. I am slightly making it harder every time I do a challenge mode, though. That's the way that I've been working with Roy's rules, is every time I do a new one, I keep it to the more original rules, so that I can get used to the new bits in the game, because I'm not really used to new stuff straight away. Kind of ADHD, I don't know. I may have a little bit of ADHD, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not used to new stuff, and it takes me a little while to get used to new stuff. That's what you get for not having a real practice. Well, yeah, but Roy, it was a great idea, wasn't it, using that Merlot? Great idea. I mean, look how much money I saved leasing that. I saved a shitload of money leasing that instead of getting a tractor straight away. But this tractor that I've got now, the Mercedes, because I'm allowed to use DOCs and giant software mods, this Mercedes was the cheaper option. It's got slightly more horsepower than the Merlot. I've got the front loader system on it. I did send you a DM to check out after your stream. I got it, mate. I'll check that out, dude. I got that. I'll have a look, mate. Certainly. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving this start. Roy, on your rules, there wasn't a payment system back to the bank. I'm presuming you want it to be the same as the last one, $5 grand a month, after we get this first month over and done with. Or is it just up to the individual player now, how long he takes to pay it back? Yeah, I thought it might be. I thought it might be. It wasn't on the rules. I just presumed that it was the same as the last time. So yeah, $5K a month. That's the way I was going to do it anyway. So get this first month out of the way and then $5K a month from then onwards. Right, let's take this back to the farm. To be honest, it's getting a bit dark now. And we might skip the day so that we can start normally. We've got a few contracts we can do around the farm, but these only got 4 hours left. So, so a way out. Oh, this is a way out. Turn left and just go all the way down to the road. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, I chose this Mercedes medium tractor, the 70 grand one. Upped the engine on it, bought the front loader tool and a bell spike, because that's what I intend to do first. And yeah, there's a few things I want to get rid of on the farm, but obviously I can't do that until next August. We're looking forward to for it to be released properly. Yeah, like we say, we're going to find the idea of me playing it, guys, is so that I can play it normally, find anything that's broken or anything that I think that Roy needs to have a look at. I message Roy, or Roy checks the video out of what I think, and yeah, he goes in and see if he can change it without breaking anything else, and sends it back to me. Now, what I'm going to have to do with this save compared to other saves is when Roy changes something, if it needs a new save, I need to send my save game to Roy. He'll then change it so I don't need to do anything new, send it back to me, and then yeah, I won't have to do nothing as far as putting stuff back. One thing I can say is that if you're wanting to do fishing on this map, it is possible. You just need the Highland DOC active in your mods. I'm not sure whether we can actually get near the shore to do any fishing, or if there's any ponds around to do fishing, but it is possible. Get you? Get you? Oh, hello. Fucking hell, cut me up, mate. Cheers, dude. So I chose this farm down near the BGA, Roy. Yeah, you can get to the water's edge anywhere on this map because it's basically an island. Yes, exactly, mate. So I chose this one down near the BGA for how much area it had and how cheap it was. I really wanted the other one. Hold on, Uncle. I really wanted 231. I really wanted 231, but it was a little bit too expensive. 200 and what was it, 60,000 for that one? Yeah, 260 odd thousand for that one. I thought it was a little expensive. So yeah, you can fish on this one as long as you've got the Highland DOC active. It's saying up here means I get you and understand it. Ah, okay. Oh, I thought it was get you. Kind of attitude. Yes, yeah, that's how it's meant. That's how it translates down here. It's kind of a cocky way of saying know it all. So there you go, guys. Just shows you how different parts of the country translates different sayings. Also, I don't know whether you thought about this, Roy. Or it may have been the way you wanted it, but you've put the new big house in on every single farm. I don't know whether that's how you wanted it, but I would have thought maybe a little bit of variation, but obviously too late to change it now. You know, for the bigger farm areas like this one, that big house behind is super. But there's a couple of little farms that could do with maybe a little house. Yeah, I did that to save on slot count. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing on some maps, in it. Slot count is the thing. I mean, we've talked about slot count before, guys, because one of the maps I really wanted Roy to bring to 25 was Combine Counties, but he can't because of slot count. If you've played Combine Counties, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a combination of 4 maps in one. It's fucking awesome. But yeah, can't be brought to this one because of slot count. So anyway, let's just make sure we've got that one in. Boosh, we've got that one in. So let's go and sleep. It's a bit dark. I don't like farming in the dark, so yeah. Let's go and sleep till 7 o'clock in the morning. And it'll be the 1st of September, so it'll be the 1st of the 4-day months now. There we go. 1st of the 4-day months. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, is pay off some debt. Because I've got some money. First thing I'm going to do is pay off some debt. So let's go into the debt. Let's go into finances, and I'm going to repay 5 grand. So that's one payment done. Straight away. Right. I've not got any land to sort out because I mean, I plan to buy 152, 151, but I've not got any grass equipment to do it with. So it's a waste of time buying it because I can't do shit with it at the moment. You know, I've got a mower, I've got a tedder, I need a windrow, and I need a baler and a grass roller. Because, like I say, at the moment, fertilizing contracts to me are a waste of time because by the time, like I say, on Riverview, I did a 10,000 contract. It was worth. By the time I bought the fertilizer and did it, I got 1,000. So that, in my eyes, that's the way I'm looking at it. Anyway, that's we've got a bell wrap contract right nearby. Bell wrap contract right nearby, so we're going to do that. I looked at this JCB. I looked at that. It was expensive, man. That JCB is expensive. All right, let's go do the contract. Oh, that thing that you just saw, Roy, you may have just noticed it. That was only in for my helicopter thing. It ended today. It's going to be gone. I just didn't want to deload and outload. But yeah, end of today, that'll be gone. Did I? Oh, 151, it's back there. How do I get back there? Oh, it's round. Oh, yes, down around the shed. Down around the shed. So here, I mean, you may have saw when I put this in, but here, I plan to put like the cow shed or something just behind this wall. And then I've got the rest of this field as a pasture. That's what I plan to do with that as soon as we can afford it. You watched my flyover. Thank you, mate. Just in case you saw that just a minute ago when you're cheating. To be honest, this is the best part about these challenge modes. These challenges that I've been doing recently with Roy. is the thing where as you're building up, you're trying new equipment. You're seeing how this bit of equipment goes, seeing how that bit of equipment goes that you wouldn't have normally used if you just put money into the game and went, yeah, I'm just going to start with all this equipment. Lovely. Morning, Chucky. How's it going, lady? Oh, that was that baby game. That was spooky. Fucking hilarious the way you were playing it though the other day. Absolutely fucking hilarious. Especially when you were chasing it around when it was in that fucking car. That was fucking stupid. I was pissing myself. I'm okay. How are you? I'm good. I'm good, lady. I'm glad you're okay. Right, that's that one done. Glad you're entertained. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, it was funny. So we've got a Deadwood contract one there. Yeah, right. We'll take this back. We've got some mowing to do. Yeah, we'll do that mowing. I think you're going from 207 as well. So we'll take that one. We found out while we were mowing the last time, we got the front and the rear Kamaz mowers, but they're a little too although we got enough power to operate the both, they're just a little bit too on the edge for this tractor. So we may have to wait to be able to use both. Yeah, we may have to wait to be able to use both. So we're just going to take the rear up and do that field. Roy, I know there's not one for from Giants, but do you know of a good mod that doesn't affect the normal look around to be able to flip the view really quickly? So say if I just wanted to do internal view, just one push of a button, but rear view. Because I had one, but for some reason it wouldn't let you look around then, like with the joystick. It sort of disabled it. So it wouldn't let you do that. Quick view, yeah, I think that's the one I had, mate. I think that's the one I had, quick view. That's the one where it shows the tractor with all the lines around it. Yeah, it interfered with looking around. Right, where am I going for this? Left. Yeah, one button, 180. You don't. Oh, Chris. Yeah, Chris said quick view or something. Yeah, quick view. I think is the one I used. And like I say, it stopped the being able to look around with the mouse or the thumbstick. I mean, to be honest, with this tractor, it would be easy because you could easily just do Shift B and spin it around. So with this tractor, it would be easier. And really, I should have done that a second ago. Not that I have to. I had fun and games the other day going through all the pages on Mod Hub Kings mods. There's a lot, mate. There is a lot. Just be careful what you download off of Kings mods. Occasionally they come down with viruses. Not all of them, don't get me wrong, not all of them, but just some can come down with some viruses. I check mine every single time I download. Oh, what? Hello, Windows? What are you doing to me? Right, so it's just this next laneway, I think. I don't know what was turning itself on and off. I can't tell. But something. just in this way. Must took half the day at least. Yeah, there's a lot of mods on there. Lots of mods. Oh, is that the field? No, that's not the field. As not long as new. What I mostly look for as what mostly used in 22. Oh, okay. So because crop destruction's on, I'm not sure whether. Well, I did it last time, so we'll do it this time. Where I sort of did the outside row first, and then I spam around and did the inside. But I don't think crop destruction is for grass. It's on. And like I say, it's the first time I've used crop destruction ever. But it is on, so I'm going to have to watch it. So I'm not sure what the things is for crop destruction, whether it's just my own fields or contract fields. I haven't got a clue. But September's bank bill is already paid for. It's the way I try and do it with these challenge modes, guys. I try and get my monthly payment done straight away. And then I can sort of concentrate on me the rest of the month and try and get in new stuff. So this month, we'll try and get enough money in to get the windrow. In September, October, October time, we'll try and get money for a baler. Just treat it as anywhere. Yeah, that's true. That's very true, Chucky. Just try and treat it as anywhere. Like I say, guys, I have got the front mower for this, but it started struggling, so I'm just going to use it with the rear mower because it's wider. Start back, coffee while the ads are running. Not a problem, Roy. See you in a bit, boy. Petro. So, what we'll do is before stream ends, we'll just reiterate the rules that I'm going by. And I will show you as I'm coming out that I've deleted Easy Dev. Or deselected it at least. So what we'll do is we'll go out, we'll deselect it, we'll come... Hey Guns, morning mate, how you doing? Morning. Wow, that really pushed my fucking bollocks up into my throat. Morning, how's it going? I'm okay. Oh shit, you guys are a bunch of cunts. Hey, how's everybody's day going? My day's going beautifully, mate. My day's going beautifully. You guys have been awesome this morning. I've been privileged to be part of Roy's Outer Circle again, which I'm over the moon about. I'm trialing a new map on Farm Sim. I'm using some shit equipment, which I absolutely love. And yeah, we're having a good day. Not only that, Nordic Horizons is out a bit later on today. One of you guys are watching has offered to buy it for me, which is going to save me a few quid. So, fucking superb, mate. Fucking superb. I've had to turn the Changia TTS up. I've got a few of them. So there's 4 variations of TTS from Tangier on the counterpoints now, and the better ones are on the bits. The over 18 ones are on the bits. Bella's awake-ish. Guns, thank you very much for buying some Streamloops cards, which means giveaways are active. So if we hit 30 viewers, I give you guys a chance to get some Streamloops cards. And now when I go for a break all week, it means we go into words on stream, and anytime we get over level 3, people win Streamloops cards. So GG's. Will you fuck off? Can I take a breath? Oh, fuck. I need to fold it up before I can reset it. Right, equipment. It's a fucking long way to the garage from here. Do you know that? Why isn't it? Hang on. Tools. There we go. I say, why didn't it come up? Okay. Right. Get on out of here. Go out, turn left over to the main road, and then up the thing. Okay, I'm not deaf. It's fine. I'll stop calling you a bunch of cunts. It's fine. Incoming hype train, guys. Thank you very much. Oh, Jesus. Courtesy of Dark Age Moderate Gamer, yeah. I'm trying to sleep. I'm trying to mow a field, but they've stopped me from doing that now. I'm having to go to the shop to pick up my mower again. The fuck, man? Thanks, Gamer. Thank you very much for your 50 biddies. If you want to get on the hype train, guys, you've got 15 seconds. And thank you for your 10 biddies. That's a shame. Hype train not activated. You are 25% in with your monthly bitty thingy-jiggy. Oh yeah, I did a monthly fucking bitty go, didn't I? It's just to earn points with Twitch, it's fine. I didn't expect to get there. Oh, hello, just polite. But guys, thank you very much for your bitties, much appreciated. No pulling out? Well, it's the AIs, they don't fucking give way, do they? Have I just drove right past the shop and not realised? No, it's coming up on my right now. Like I say, guys, it's been a while since I was last on this map. Been a while. There you go. There's me equipment. See, what I can do inside the cab on this particular tractor is I can do this. There you go, we're on our way back to the field again. And yeah, guys, when we get enough money to actually use a particular brand of tractor, we're going to go Votra this time around. Simply because I don't think we've ever done Votra. I don't think we've ever done Votra. I've put in a Votra, a mod for a Votra, 306 horsepower, I think, max. Like I say, I'm not going to do anything above 350 horsepower on this farm. I don't think it's needed, and I really don't think it's needed. Same with any UK map, so that includes anything that Cavalry Roy's done, Riverview, Mapo, that Irish one you did for somebody else, Roy won it, Saxingham by FSB. None of this one, none of them need over 350 horsepower. And if you're using over 350 horsepower, you're literally OPing the a tractor. I mean, 350, if you go close to 350, that may be kind of slightly edging it over the top as well. So something like the McCormick 312, that's perfect. The Case R6, I think it is, whatever it is, 302 horsepower, perfect. There's a John Deere that's just over 300, perfect. That's an R6. The Votra that I'm going to use, just over 300 horsepower, perfect. As soon as we get enough money to get it, that is. Right, we're looking for the laneway on our left now. Coming up. It should be just here. Here it is. Gonna have to ask Zeno about that USB disconnect, because it did it about the same time yesterday or day before when we were playing PMR. That USB disconnect noise. What you will see on the contracts as well, guys, you'll see a lot more time for each contract now that the months have gone to 4-day months. That one's completed. Mowing. Well, we've got field 8 as well. That's kind of just above where we are, isn't it? Field 8. Yeah, so come out and go in near field 1, possibly, and go up into the farm at field 7. So we're looking for field 1, field 7. turning near field 1 somewhere, and then turning up near field 7 into the farm, and then we should be very close to finding the entrance to that other field. With maps like this and Maple, guys, it's kind of the thing you got to get used to, is learning all the different cut-through roads and laneways. It's kind of fun though, if you like figuring that shit out, of course. It's kind of fun. Wonder how far Tab is away from becoming Bearded Lady. I think there's the laneway there. Come on, get out of the way, car. Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. I think it's there. There we go. I know it was about like 6 or 8, like 10 away, maybe. So yeah, he might hit that today. So for 2 weeks next month. Last I checked, he was 10 away. Yeah, he'll get that in 4 days. 3 days, sorry. He'll get that. 2 weeks of Bearded Lady incoming. Okay, so it's this field here. Oh, okay, I can see the entrance just up there. He said he'll start dressing the day after he hits the go. Okay. He's going to give you bonus days. Nice. That's generous of him. That's generous of him. Morning, Red. How's it going? If you guys don't know who Gamer Redmond is, guys, he's a nice boy. He's Scottish, but he's a nice boy. I know I shouldn't have said it like that, but hey, it's out there now. And he's also part of the stream team, guys. Exclamation team in chat to find out who all the other members are. I'm going to say for you to scroll down every single one of the names, click the follow buttons, and be there for next time they go live. Why? Because you just might have found your next favourite streamer. That's why. Good morning, buddy. How's you? Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. He drinks Buckfast in his breakfast. I don't think he goes that fucking far, Bella. Jesus, man. Steady on. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, Redmond can put some away, but, you know, I don't think he drinks it for breakfast. It's in your genes, mate. It's in your genes. You're Scottish. It's in your genes. Well, I say Scottish. Irish have got the same sort of genes, so you know. I don't know. It's in your kinetic makeup that you guys can just put away some. I know I'm mowing just off of the field boundaries, guys. That's because, you know, after I do that bit, we're going to pull that up and go the other way. And then we're off the field. But she's coping with this mower ever so well now. I'm British, Irish, and German. Okay. How's my week been? It's been alright, mate. It's been alright. Busy. Busy with streams. Lots of different content that I want to show people. Nordic Horizons tomorrow. You know. New map today on Farm Sim. We got as soon as we get the PMR keys to give away, I need to go back on PMR and give the keys away. So yeah, lots and lots of different things. I'm also other things, but they're not that big. The drinkers. The British aren't that big of drinkers. British aren't that big of drinkers. Irish, Scottish, the Welsh aren't that big of a drinking nation. It's the Celtics that are the drinkers. Like I say, when I was 16, working with some guys in Germany, I went out with a load of Scots and Irish and stuff. And even though it was a good night, it was the worst mistake of that I made back then. Oh fuck me, man! They can put some away when they want to. You know, and for a 16-year-old who was claiming he was 18, yeah, it was like the best and worst day of my, well, not the worst day of my life because I had a lot of fun, but the next morning I woke up and yeah, hangover from hell because I drank so much. It's not my field. I'm not really worried about missing some as long as we get the percentage done. As you see it with the settings that's in there, it cuts out once I've got 100%. So it was a great lesson in life, yeah, not to drink with the Irish and Scottish. Although, like I say, it was a lot of fun. One of the best kind of national games that they do in the bars over in Germany, especially for tradespeople that go over there, is outside some of the local pubs. There's like a tree stump outside, and you hammer a 4-inch nail into the stump, and it's kind of a race between you and whoever's playing. And last one down buys the round of beer for everybody playing. That was kind of fun. Luckily, I was never last down, but you know. Just got incredibly lucky with not fucking going in where there was a knot or something. You fucking you go on a knot, you know it. Oh, the fucking, because you're trying to hit the nail. Because basically what happens is the rules are like you get picked at randomly to start, and you hit the nail as hard as you can. And like I say, it's the last one down buys the beer. That's basically the rules. And you're only allowed one knock on the head. But if the nail starts bending, you can use a second hammer to straighten the nail up if you can. Good morning. How's it going? It's going all right, mate. It's going all right. And like I say, luckily I was never last down, but anybody could have been easily last down. I mean, I was never first down, but I was never last down. There's always somebody more pissed than you. Plus, the bar food was nice, you know. At the pub, the local bar that we were in the village we were in, the bar used to serve like a ham knuckle, and it was fucking lovely. Or chips or something, you know. You could literally finish work, because that's what I was over there to work. Finish work, go home, quickly change, get down the pub, and have your tea. There we go, that's finished. So I was about to say I got something in my eye, and I know a few you go, yeah, fucking eyeball. Right, we've got mowers on at the moment. The 86 hours, that's basically to the end of the month. So yeah, we've got to the end of the month to do as many as we can. There's a tedding job up at the top. Looks like we've finished all the mowing. Yeah, we finished all the mowing. We've not got no baler yet. We can do wrapping. Oh, that's a shame. It's right near where we are. We're going to have to go back, and then we're going to have to see what we got. So we need to go back to the farm. This thing could do with being washed as well now. Got to the stage. It's a bit dirty. Yeah, we're doing good, mate. We're doing good. Guys, thank you for sticking around. Once again, if you've given anything today, thank you very much. Much appreciated. It all helps towards getting DOCs, games, upgrading equipment, and giveaways. The giveaways always come first. So I always do my giveaway first, and then anything else comes afterwards. So, yeah, in around the 15th. So we gave away a few bits with a £10 voucher this month, just gone. We're about to do dare drop giveaways because that happened a little bit ago. In a few days time there'll be a DLC drop for Roadcraft, and we'll work on some dare drops for that, and then a few days later there'll be a giveaway for that as well. Yeah, like I say, lots going on the channel at the moment. Lots going on. And today we're fortunate enough to be on Maypo by Cavalry. No, not Maypo, sorry. Rewind. We're fortunate enough to be on Ebony Island by Cavalry Roy. Do not look on Mod Hub at the moment. It's not there yet. We're trying to break it, basically. We're trying to just play through normally, see if there's anything broken, and report back to Roy, and then obviously he can fix it. And yeah, estimation for this to be out for you guys to download, maybe 3 months. 3-4 months. It depends how much people that are out there playing this at the moment find, and how long it takes for Roy to fix it. But I can tell you now, those little bits that we've noticed already, Roy's probably on GE now repairing it all. Or putting a number on field 108, putting a fence in on those two fields that we noticed the bales rolling down the field and disappearing into the forest. Unless he's just going to be sacrilegious, which sometimes he is, and goes, sorry, you can go find them by people's. He can be mean. Can be mean. And remember that you have to be present to win. No, exactly. But if we do a giveaway, you have to be present to win. I mean, I think the only ones in the community that don't do that is, I think on Loopy's one, you don't have to be there to win it. When she does her monthly giveaway for the voucher. And the monthly giveaway that Tab does. Yeah, you don't have to be there for that. Oh, minutes giveaway. Don't think you got to be there for minutes monthly giveaway either. But so there's a few people that do it and don't do it. You got to be there to win. But for the keys ones, everybody does. Yeah, you got to be there for that. And don't forget, guys, next year we're going to be doing a totting up of points giveaway. So January the 1st, if we stream January the 1st, we'll be resetting everybody's Lumiere points. And oh, the wash is back here, isn't it? And yeah, whoever has got the most points Christmas time will get a Steam, Xbox or PlayStation voucher for whatever value I've saved up. And that all depends how much we get per month for me to put back. But it will be something. Every month there will be something put back. So I'm estimating at least 50 quid for Christmas. Somebody at least is going to be 50 quid for Christmas. Like I say, for Xbox, Steam, or PlayStation. Well, that'd be nice for you, wouldn't it? As well as my normal giveaways. Which is why it's not going to tot up very fast. Because I'll be doing my normal giveaways as well. Right, let's put this away and then let's see what equipment we got for what contracts are to be done. If I win, I want British money. Don't convert it. Well, if you win and you want the Steam voucher, I'll just put it in as the money in. Yeah, you can have it. It'll come through any way it wants. Right then. Next contract. Yeah, so I was just checking to see who was online because yeah, we're coming up to nearly 4 hours. And if Loopy comes online, which I think she will fairly soon, we'll just raid out into Loopy at about 10ish. I think she's coming on about 10ish. I'm starting farming chat. Oh, okay. But guys, let's just double check while we're having a little break here. Just got to check my dare drops. No, they're still in review. We should get them back soon, though. I'm suspecting it's because I didn't clip them. They're having to watch the whole fucking video. Or I can collect it at the 2027 meetup. No, it'll be paid by then. It'll definitely be paid by then. So we've got 24 up there. I think that's what we'll do, a bit of wrapping. So here's my plan. So all the things around my farm, like the fertilizer, the seeds and all that, I plan to get rid of all of that. And when I'm able, I'm going to put a telehandler up at the shop and we shall load manually all the time. That's my plans. So from pallets, we'll load manually all the time instead of having the auto seed feeders here. But because the rules are we've got to keep it for a year, we've got to keep it for a year. So we're going in near field. Oh fuck! I forgot what field it was. We got to go in at field 1, and then field 7. Like I say, guys, until I've built up some stuff that I can do some of my own field with and get some extra money, I'm just picking myself over. I don't want to make myself completely skin. So, you know, to get the next bit of equipment, wherever how much it is, I still want like 20,000-30,000 in my pocket, just in case. You know, repairs or fuel or whatever I need. The idea is not to push yourself past what you need. I've seen people doing these challenge mode ones where they've pushed past buying stuff, leasing stuff, but when they've actually, the money comes out of the bank for the leasing and stuff, they're left with nothing and then they're chasing money. I don't do it that way. I'd rather struggle, build up the money, and then buy it when I can. And this one being 500,000 in the pocket made it slightly a little bit easier. I've not had the lease, whereas before I had the lease to get a lot of stuff. This time I haven't had the lease, but yeah. I mean, obviously this time around as well, I've had to buy a farmyard, so that was the thing. Farmyard, not farm fields. Like to get used to 25, I own nothing but mostly do contracting work to figure out stuff. Then maybe enough money to buy some equipment. Well, you guys that have been watching me for a little while know I like doing these kind of zero to hero type of deals. And this is kind of like a zero to hero where I've basically got nothing to having lots. And I say it's kind of like a zero to hero, even though I started out with 500 grand in my pocket. I'm also $1 million in debt, so literally I'm minus 500k, just want to say. But with that 500k, I've had to buy stuff. So after I bought all the stuff, I'm actually worse off, even though I've got some equipment. And it's kind of a unique situation that you put in. You know? And to get yourself through that thing, because different to what you're doing, Grizz, probably, I'm not allowed to lease from the contract the gear. If I don't own it or I've leased it myself for the year, I can't use that equipment. So before I lease something, I literally have to go, can I earn that money back every month? Because it's not what kills you on your leasing in this game is not the leasing, it's the working hours. The working hours of the equipment is the killer. Right, how do I get into this field here? Is this field right next to me? I think I go through the farm. So let's go up into the farm. See if I can spot where to get. Oh yeah. No, that's not how you get in near the house. Must be somewhere in near the farm I get in there. And I'm guessing it's through the farm. Sometimes Roy gives you a clue, sometimes he leaves you there for hours and like, figure it out, bitch. I'm not joking, I've seen him do it with Minute. I mean, Minute when he tried to do... What challenge did you do with Minute? Oh, it was Mapo, wasn't it? And you set him to go from one side of the map to the other, just crossing one road. That was weird. That was hard as well. That was hard. So even this, oh, doable. Yeah, I mean, doable. I mean, although you said cross, maybe you should have used the words use one road, because the way you described to do it afterwards to give him a clue is he could have went on that main road, come down and turn. Yeah. But you did say cross to the main road, not use the main road. And then when you told him how to do it, it was you could have gone down that road a bit and off again. But yeah, very cool little challenge to do as well. And it's just finding all your rat runs. Like I say, guys, once you find all your rat runs, you're on it. But yeah, like I was saying, guys, this wrapper is on the edge of what this crap is capable of. But I wanted it because it does various sizes. It does round, it does square, so it will save me later on not having to buy another one. So yeah, it was a sort of buy big now and then save money later. I worded it like that to see if he would pick. Okay. And he didn't. Yeah, we know he was like, after about 5 minutes of trying, his brain was scrambled, and it was like, yeah. Right, that one's done. I know you're going to go, this is quick little contracts, but it's, yeah, these fields are kind of small. Baling, we can't do baling. Because you need, although round baler. We might be able to buy a round baler, but I don't want to make myself short. I do want to cut myself short. But we could buy a round baler. Going to keep your tab, but just have to alert now. Okay, it's tab and that going live. If tab and that's going live, I might raid out because I'm nearly 4 hours. So, I believe my wording was you have to drive to the wherever he said it was to the end, but you can only you can only cross one road once. Yeah, so I was kind of right on what I said. Yeah, and because you worded it cross one road once, he was just like, oh, I can cross there, but I can't use it. What the fuck's that in that field? What the fuck's going on in that field? It's almost like somebody's got a sprayer out. Oh, it's fog, is it? Okay. Let's see what the fuck's going on with that. That's cool. That's cool. There's just one patch of fog, right in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah, it is fog now. From back there, it looked like something else, but yeah, it's just a patch of mist in the middle of nowhere. I say in the middle of nowhere. If I look round, if I keep you on the level and look round, it's in a little bit of a thing. So yeah, cool. I don't know where I'm heading now. I just thought I'd come this way. But yeah, like I said, guys, this will be a long process to. Where the fuck am I heading? I'm heading down. I don't know whether we can get through down here. I think we can go all the way down to 70, take a right. We'll see. I'm hoping we can go all the way down to 70 and take a right. Otherwise, we don't come all the way back up again. But yeah, this has been a good day today. This has been a good day. I've really enjoyed myself today. And like I say, I like it when I can use bits of equipment that not normally you would go in and use and have a good time of it and show you guys that you don't need the biggest bits of kit to be able to do stuff. I mean, like I say, the last time I did one of these challenges, I was in the Merlot telehandler and I was still cutting grass. I was doing log trailers. I was doing lots of stuff that, yeah, probably that thing shouldn't go through, but I did it because I had to, and I was having fun doing it. $127. So I'm looking for. Oh, that one could come out there. I could go out there and down, or I follow the road. Oh, it looks like I've got to go around 129 and down to get out. I don't know which will be the quickest way. I'm just going to follow on through. Yeah, that little fog patch, Roy, that was cool. Like it, like it. Oh, there's a road out here. What? Okay. That's right across the road from where my farm is. Alright, that was quicker. That's not the way, Matt. That's not the way. So like I say, guys, we're just going to put this away, and then, yeah, we'll see you live when we're ready down. And, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, because Minute's not going to be available, apparently, till Saturday. Apparently, he'll be back Saturday, depending on his internet connection. So, yeah. We'll keep you entertained till then, so, if I say here, Lancashire Gamer says he's going to get me the Nordic Horizon, so we'll probably do that tomorrow if that comes through. I don't doubt your thing, Lancashire, but I just got to say that just in case it doesn't happen. I mean, we might still go trucking. Don't get me wrong, we might still go trucking, but you know, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. You know, you're in no obligation to do that. Right, that's that. I'm just going to park this up just here, and we should go raid somebody. I'm in a Votra bodysuit. I mean, we're not in a Votra at the moment, but I'm in a Votra bodysuit. That'll do. So, guys, some thank yous. Thank you to anybody who's gave bits today. Thank you to Lancashire Gamer for his bits, and thank you to Black Wolf for all the scares. Thank you to who the fuck hosted it? Guns for Hire, thank you for your bits. Thank you to Bella for the 10 stream streak, much appreciated. Oh, one thing I do want to do before we end, guys, is I do want to go back out, save the game there. I just want to show you that I'm deleting DevTools. So come back in, my game, Ebony Island, DevTools, deselect, go into the game, then I save and come back out, and then the next time I go in, it's not there anymore. It's only because I use it for Saxingham as well, for different things. I mean, to be honest, I used it a lot in Saxingham to be able to, not Saxingham, in Kinglag, the Scottish map, just so I could get the castle built and get the dare drop for you guys. Okay, I believe Tav and Loopy are both live, doing PMR dare drops. I thought Tav already did his. So we should go and see one of them in a second. But guys, you guys have been awesome. This is just loading in, then I'm going to load out. And yeah. To be honest, let's go to the end of the screen. Let's say goodbye to you guys on YouTube. You guys have been awesome. Don't forget, if you watch the video over on YouTube, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment in the chat. And just get me seen a bit more by the algorithm. But for you guys on YouTube, love you, bye. You guys on Twitch,